Wait. All right. Good morning and welcome, everyone. We're excited to be here and celebrate with our students as they complete this milestone. So at this time, I'd like you to recognize the graduates from the Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. Thank you, and you may be seated. I am Dr. Canton Reynolds, Director of Undergraduate Programs in the Edward P. Fitts Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering. I will be serving as the Master of Ceremonies for today's commencement. I'm honored to be a part of such a special moment for these students. This is also a special day for me and the rest of the faculty as we watch our spring graduates begin the next phase of their lives. It is exciting and rewarding to see each of them fulfill their dreams. When we started out together this semester in our senior design capstone course, I told them that if all we've done is help them synthesize everything they've learned in the department to this point, then we have failed you. Hopefully we provided a learning environment where you've grown as students and scholars and now move on as graduates and professionals. We're fortunate to be here at the Jane S. McKimmon Center, and we hope you'll agree this is a beautiful place and an important part of our campus that makes this day even more special. Jane McKimmon was a pioneer. She was recognized by multiple governors for her leadership and organizational skills. She firmly believed in continuing education, and in the early 1900s, as state director of the Women's Division of the Farmers Institutes, one of only 5 positions in the nation at that time, she led the growth and expansion from 416 women in 14 counties to over 75,000 women of all races in each of the 100 counties here in North Carolina. So given her status as a trailblazer, it is only appropriate that our students' last time as undergraduates on our campus be in a place that's named for such a remarkable woman. Hopefully we prepared them to blaze trails in the same vein as Mrs. McKimmon. The department staff, our ISE ambassadors, and volunteers hope that this ceremony is memorable, so please ensure that we give each graduate their time to be honored. Also, we'd like to consider those who use the facility after us, so please keep track of your belongings, and if you have any trash, deposit it in the waste cans. So, a little bit about how this will play out today. Dr. Julie Swan, our department head, will have some opening remarks in introducing the faculty and staff of the department. I will introduce our student speaker, Andrea Zamudio, followed again by Dr. Swan, who will introduce our keynote speaker, Mr. Devin Simmons. Then we'll be on to the recognition of our newest graduates. Our students have asked that we keep it brief so that they can spend more time with their families and on the party bus. So we will limit our recognition to students who were not otherwise saluted for their achievements at some point during the year. Some of their other notable endeavors will be visible in the projection system. You are welcome to come down the aisle and take as many pictures as you like. There will be also opportunities for pictures afterwards, and we will pace it for you and your family, so please take your time. Just make sure that our department photographer and staff have space to operate. At the conclusion of the ceremony, we'll have space with the department banners and for pictures with faculty members. So without further ado, I'd like to welcome the A. Doug Allison Distinguished Professor and ISE Department Head, Dr. Julie Swan.
Thank you, Dr. Reynolds. On behalf of the Edward P. Fitts Department of Industrial and Systems Engineering at North Carolina State University, I welcome you to our Spring 2025 ISE Department graduation. Isn't this an exciting day? Aren't you all so proud of your students and graduates here? And we join you in that pride, the faculty and ISE staff. I am sure also that our graduates today are thankful and proud. I know we may have many people listening here in the room as well as online, and so I'll begin with an overview of the department. My poor faculty and staff have heard this a dozen times. I apologize in advance. How many of you know what industrial and systems engineering is? Okay, graduates, you need to do better than that. Yeah, and you can educate your friends and family and such as well. Okay, so let's try that one more time. How many of you know what industrial and systems engineering is? Okay, better. Okay, great. Industrial. We make industry better, but not just industry, also government and society. We make it more efficient, effective, or equitable. We focus on the user experience. We design, incorporate technology, and think about decisions. We operate across systems of many different types, from the manufacturing of your cars and phones, to the supply chains that enable these, healthcare systems, transportation, knowledge, humans, and more. We in our ISE department are fortunate to have both depth and breadth, representing areas of our disciplines such as advanced manufacturing, health systems engineering, human systems engineering and ergonomics, supply chain, logistics and sustainability, and system analytics and optimization. We are one of the oldest and largest academic departments of industrial systems engineering in the United States, celebrating 90 years of excellence, with the first 2 bachelor's degrees in industrial engineering awarded in 1933. Our graduate program was established in 1948, and our doctoral program in 1967. We currently have over 430 undergraduate students, approximately 320 master's and PhD students, and more than 8,000 alumni around the world. We are part of a land-grant university, and that means as a land-grant university, we have 3 missions. We educate students, we contribute to new knowledge, and we impact the communities of North Carolina and beyond. For industrial engineering especially, it's useful to think about the value of your degree. The UNC system did an analysis of return on investment from over 600 degree programs across the UNC system. The IE degree was ranked 7th on return on investment. That value of your degree is worth millions. Our graduates of our program accept positions in many different areas for companies such as Manhattan Associates, Duke Energy, Deloitte Consulting, Walt Disney, Bank of America, Merck, Amazon, Walmart, and other universities, government, and military. Our faculty are at the cutting edge of each of their research areas. And in 2020, we moved into a new building. If you haven't seen it already, take a chance to go over to Centennial and see both our building and the Hunt Library. Our building is now proudly known as the Fitz Woolard Hall in honor of 2 ISE alumni, Ed Fitz and Ed Woolard, and their extraordinary contributions. We have 3 affiliated centers with the department: the Ergonomics Center of North Carolina, directed by Julia Abate, the Center for Additive Manufacturing and Logistics, or CAML, directed by Ola Harrison, and the Bezos Center for Sustainable Protein at NC State, directed by Rohan Shearwaker and Bill Amatus. We also have faculty who participate in interdisciplinary programs, including clusters around the university and educational programs such as operations research, integrated manufacturing systems engineering, and our faculty provide the leadership for a master's in engineering management that is joint with the Poole College of Management. Next, I'm going to introduce the faculty who are with us today. Faculty, I'd ask you to please stand. All the faculty, please stand for me. And specifically ones that we have today: Dr. Canton Reynolds, Dr. Maria Mayorga, Dr. Ola Harrison, Dr. Russell King, Dr. Nura Azalton, Dr. Corey Cassatt, Dr. Jordan Kern, Dr. Karen Chen, Dr. Brandon McConnell, Dr. Mohammed Mahusseini. Did we miss anyone else who's here with us today? And there are many others who couldn't make it, but please join me in thanking the faculty. Importantly, we also have a lot of ISE staff that support our faculty, our students, and our mission. If you're an ISE staff member, and can you please raise your hand or stand up? And I recognize that some of them, thank you, some of them. Some of them are also in the hall and beyond. This is the second ISE graduation ceremony. They've already done one and corralled all of the graduates, faculty, and friends and family. So we've had a room full twice in a row now. I'd like to remind everyone that it is the ISE staff that make possible wonderful events like these. Next, I'll mention some noteworthy events of the year, as well as some professional achievements of our students, faculty, and staff. Our seniors put a world of cool engineering projects on display at our Engineering Design Day. With us today, we have first place winners for Traditional Project, Team Union Special, Lanai Adams, Parker Dotson, Shiv Hira, and Ty Frankowski. First place winners for Service Project, Team North Carolina State College of Engineering, Lucas Barbu, Nick Harvey, Brett Olson, and Kurt Verchick. And first place winners for Healthcare, Team UNC Operating Room Scheduling, Emily Bothwell, Christine Hun, Katie Leonard, and Lydia Lloyd. We will be sending a team to the National IISE Senior Design Competition in May. Some recent scholarship awards in national competitions. Danielle Lewis received the IISE Dwight D. Gardner Scholarship. Andres Allegra Trevino received the IISE Council of Fellows Scholarship. Lexi Boudreau received the IISE UPS Scholarship for Female Students. And our graduate student, Yun-Soo Ha, placed second in the IISE 2025 Pritzker Doctoral Dissertation Award nationally. So congrats to all of those award winners. Some faculty highlights. Nationally, we have a number of faculty receiving awards at the next IISE conference, including Julia Abate and Jingyang Dong, who will join the group as fellows of IISE. From NC State, Ola Harrison received the 2025 Alumni Association Distinguished Graduate Professorship Award, adding to the titles that he will carry for the rest of his life. Rohan Shearwaker received the IISE 2025 Technical Innovation in Industrial Engineering Award and has been named a distinguished professor by the college. And Maria Mayorga received the IISE 2025 UPS Minority Advancement Award. Sarah Shoshani earned the MGB Siam Early Career Fellows Award. Rusty King received the 2025 C.A. Anderson Award, and we have 3 faculty who were promoted in their rank, including Sarah Shoshani, Jordan Kern, and Osman Azaltan. Congratulations to all of them. The recognition of our students, graduates, and faculty and staff not only reflect on the individuals, but also on the department and the university as they're bringing visibility to the great work coming out of NC State. I want to tell you that this would not be possible without your support. You, our students and graduates, have contributed across the board in these initiatives. Go check out the Wikipedia page for industrial engineering and see if you don't recognize some things. You, the parents and family, have supported your loved ones. Our donors and sponsors have helped lay the foundations for the engineering leaders of tomorrow. In truth, we cannot do it without any of you. I've told you a little bit about past and status quo. I'll remark briefly on the future. We do have the newly established degree in engineering management, along with certificates in data science. Students, you can do your degree online as you work, so no problem. We're happy to welcome you back. And we have already grown as part of the North Carolina legislature's growth of engineering to meet the demand of the industry of North Carolina and beyond. Our growth so far has been about 30% in a short number of years. So students, I know that you'll be graduating today, and you may want to forget about NC State for a short time. You've just come out of those hard classes, but don't let it be long, because we want you to continue to be involved as an alumnus of the university and the department. And in time, you will see we are not just an institution or department, but we truly are a pack, the Wolf Pack, greater than we would be on our own, greater for your involvement and engagement with us. So today we are going to celebrate, but we are not saying goodbye because we know you are still with us. You are part of the Wolf Pack, and you are in our hearts and minds. And we look forward to the time when you rejoin us at Fitzwillard Hall, at a sporting event, or even an alumni celebration. With that, I'm going to turn it back over to Dr. Reynolds to introduce our student speaker today.
So I know our student speaker is ready to get this over with, because I've made her tell everybody who wouldn't listen and some folks that did want to listen that she was our graduation speaker, because that's how proud I am of her. I saw her on campus last night in an event, and I told her, you have to let us faculty have this moment, especially those of us that don't have children, because this is our opportunity to brag on the achievements of our students. So with that being said, I'm honored to introduce our student speaker. But before I do so, I need to give credit to one of our recent graduates, Hope Farlow from the class of 2024. Last year's class, under her leadership, lobbied for several changes to our graduation ceremony, including the incorporation of a student speaker. And so while we weren't able to honor that request last year due to the timing, we took it under advisement, and the department leadership team decided to implement it for this academic year. And when deciding which student best represented the cross-section of scholarly achievement, leadership, and service to our department, the choice was abundantly clear: Andrea Zamudio. Andrea is an ISE ambassador whose family traces their roots to her native Peru. She has a quiet strength and determination, as well as an innate ability to gain the trust of other students, which allows her to reach her goals. As a leader, she doesn't need to raise her voice or the temperature in the room. She commands respect and exhibits leadership through her actions, as well as the strength of her character. These qualities have allowed her to succeed both as a scholar and aspiring professional, not just in our department, but in all facets of her corporate and academic life. Andrea is a Goodnight Scholar, former president of the campus chapter of Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, which won multiple national awards under her stewardship, and a participant in the ISE Health Systems Specialization Program. She's worked for notable companies like John Deere and Novo Nordisk, where she will return after graduation as a lean engineer. Most importantly, Andrea enjoys giving back to underserved communities. In the summer of 2024, she participated in the Rwanda Study Abroad program, where we work in secondary schools in the country teaching STEM curricula, and was instrumental in the development of a departmental Spanish language recruitment video series. Andrea's achievements and actions speak to the NC State motto of think and do. So without further ado, I would like to welcome to the stage Andrea Zamudio to address her classmates.
Thank you, Dr. Reynolds, for such a kind introduction. I've known him well for several years, so it's really meant a lot to me, everything that he said. So, it is such an honor to be in front of you all today. To the family members, friends, professors, and staff, thank you for all being here on this special day. Your support has meant the world. To my classmates, you may recognize me from the TV that shows the ambassador pictures in the hallway sometimes, or if I ever helped you with your class registration. But if you don't know me, hopefully over the next couple minutes, you can get to know me a little bit better. To the graduates, how many of you knew your first year here that you wanted to be an industrial engineer? Yeah, me neither. I definitely didn't, and I think it's a theme. Industrial engineering is not something that a kid will say when you ask them what they want to do when they grow up. No, industrial engineering is something that you find along the way, or rather, it finds you. For context, I started my journey at NC State in 2020. To my fellow super seniors, Fami, Danielle, Katie, we finally did it, we're here. An extra year, but we did it, right? I had a rough first year. Coming from a small charter school, I was immediately overwhelmed at the immensity of this campus. I felt confused, lost, and frustrated. How could I be surrounded by over 30,000 people and yet still feel so alone? In the midst of my despair, my mom would always send me uplifting quotes and videos to help me get through the day. One of them in particular really stuck with me. It read, "Lo que es para ti te encuentra. What is meant to be yours will find you." Looking back on my last 5 years, I have found that to be true on many occasions. Certain things, experiences, and people made their way into my life in ways that surprised me, but ultimately were for a reason. At the same time, there were so many other things that I thought that I wanted so badly, but ultimately didn't work out. Those things just weren't meant for me. My inability to get an internship my sophomore year was what led me to consider doing a co-op in the first place, and this transformed into my favorite working experience of my entire college career. This one girl who was in my first year engineering design day group, and I kept seeing in all my classes, grew to become my trusted vice president while I served as president for the NC State's chapter of Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, or SHIP, but even more than that, she became my best friend. A canceled study abroad trip last summer led me to consider a different program, going to Rwanda with Dr. Reynolds, an experience that allowed me to reconnect with my passion for teaching STEM concepts to underserved groups. Some of my greatest mentors, closest friends, and biggest inspirations have been industrial engineers, and what I love is that they each do something different. Industrial engineering found them each in a different way. I have people I look up to who do sales at Microsoft, performance improvement at Duke Health, research in data science, outreach and engineering education, and everything in between. What unites them all is their ability to zoom out, to see things from a system perspective, and to think of long-term strategy rather than short-term wins. They are communicators, visionaries, agents of change. After today, you all will join that group of people who inspire me. As industrial engineers, you are communicative, resourceful, adaptable. I want you all to know that you have an immensely valuable skill set. When you're out in the world, people will ask you what an industrial engineer is, and you better have a good answer. Remember that you all have the unique power to bring improvement, progress, and transformative change to any and every organization you want to step foot in. As you step out into the world, I want you to keep these next 3 points in mind. First, always remember your roots and where you started. You may be entry level right now, but in a couple of years when you're the one overseeing a fresh batch of engineers, remember what it felt like to be new, and never forget to make time to go to Gemba, as we call it in Lean, or in other words, walk the line and learn from those who know the process best. Second, never underestimate the value of belonging and community. For me, my whole world changed when I found my people within SHIP. For the first time, I felt like I could fully embody my identity, and the support that community gave me provided me with the confidence to become the outspoken leader I was always meant to be. Wherever you go after this, remember that a quick hello or smile to the person next to you who maybe hasn't found their group yet will go a long way. Lastly, you may be feeling a great sense of uncertainty right now. For the past 4 or 5 years, you have always known that you'll come back to NC State in the fall. For the first time, that's no longer the case. From now on, you have the power to build your life how you want to. There's no degree audit, no MyPack planner, just what you want to do. So explore new passions, try new hobbies, have long conversations with friends, and just know that even if things aren't certain, as long as you have a vision for what you want your life to be, whatever is meant to be yours will find you. I mentioned earlier how some of the most important people in my life are industrial engineers. When I was younger, I knew that my father wanted to be an engineer back in Peru before he came to the United States, but it never worked out for him. I know for a fact that he would have been a great one. When I was in 6th grade, our house got struck by lightning and everything that was plugged in got fried. Although my Wii could not be saved, my dad had hope in the living room TV. My mom and I were doubtful, but he refused to give up on it. He opened it up, spent weeks going on eBay, buying small replacement parts, searching for the one that would fix the problem. And he did it all with a patience and a precision that I admired. To our delight, the TV was indeed resuscitated. Today, he's my first line of defense for any problem I encounter, whether it be a car malfunction or even to help untangle some necklaces. It wasn't until a few months ago that I thought to ask him, what type of engineer was it that you wanted to be? And the answer, ingeniero industrial. Immediately, I asked why he never told me, and he said it's because he didn't want it to sway my decision one way or another, and yet industrial engineering found me, and I'm here in front of you all today. When I receive my diploma, although it will have my name on it, it will be for all of those who helped me along the way. My friends, my aunts, my uncles, and my cousins who have traveled to be here with me today, my mother and my father. So thank you so much for your time. Congratulations to the graduates. Congratulations to Union Special, and go Pack.
You can see there are multiple reasons we chose Andrea as both an ambassador and a speaker today. Thank you for that. I have the pleasure of introducing our alumni speaker today. Davon Person is the Vice President of Supply Chain Operations for Foot Locker. He has an impressive track record of leading complex global supply chain organizations in executing business transformation for large Fortune 500 companies. Before joining Foot Locker, Davon held executive leadership positions at Hanes Brand Inc. as the Vice President of Supply Chain, as well as senior leadership roles within Eaton, XPX Flow, and GE, where he participated in the Executive Development Program. Davon is a member of the NC State Advisory Board for ISE and a previous board member of United Way of Forsyth County. He has been an ambassador for recruiting and retaining minority talent throughout his career, including being a founding member of several global employee resource groups for African Americans. He earned dual degrees in industrial engineering and textiles engineering from NC State before earning a master's degree in supply chain management from Penn State University. He has also acquired several certifications as well as executive leadership training from McKinsey Consulting. Based on many of his accomplishments, he received the ISE Outstanding Young Alumni Award in 2021 and the 2023 Outstanding Young Alumni Award for NC State College of Textiles. Faculty remembered him from his time when he was an undergraduate, and that's how he came to our attention as an alumni and became a member of the advisory board. It is truly my pleasure to welcome Davon Person.
Good morning, graduates, families, faculty, and honored guests. Thank you, Dr. Swan, for this amazing opportunity and that very humbling introduction. Today, it's not only my absolute privilege, but truly my joy to stand here as a fellow graduate of NC State's College of Engineering. I remember all too well what it felt like to sit exactly where you are 15 years ago. Filled with excitement for achieving this major milestone, relieved, very relieved, that I made it to the finish line. And if I'm being honest, I was slightly terrified about what came next. When I crossed this very stage with a diploma that said I was officially an engineer, I felt proud, but also very uncertain. I didn't yet understand what the title really meant in the real world. As a first-generation college graduate, I felt the weight of expectations, a weight of expectations from my family, from my professors, and even from myself. The truth is, I had spent the last 5 years laser focused on graduating. But once I did, I realized I hadn't actually thought about much what came next. What did I want out of my career or out of life? Could I really live up to the title of an engineer? Spoiler alert, yes, but not in the way that I had originally imagined. If I were sitting here today wondering about similar things, I want to offer a few pieces of advice I wish I could go back and give my younger self. Number one, stay in the moment. This is a huge achievement. You've earned this. Late nights, early mornings, countless projects, and maybe a few energy drinks that probably should be banned. Today, do your best to really just soak in the moment. Don't let the thoughts of what's next or the regrets of missed opportunities from the past steal the joy of this moment. Learning how to stay present is a crucial skill. You will need to have to keep an accurate perspective of any and all situations, both good and bad, as you move forward for the rest of your life. You will have other large milestone moments in your life: getting married, landing a dream job, starting a family, or buying your first home. Learning to be fully present in these key life-changing moments give you perseverance and the mental clarity to handle all the tough times that will inevitably come. Second piece of advice that I would give you: define your purpose and make it bigger than you. When I graduated, I thought my purpose had been fulfilled. I was the first in my family to graduate college, so mission accomplished. And yet, I had felt so lost. Why? Because I had confused a goal with a purpose. A purpose isn't a title, a degree, or even a job. It's your unique gift. Something that you were born with, and something that when done well will make a positive impact on the world. With your decisions start flowing from a sense of purpose and not pressure from others' expectations of you, everything else, inclusive of your career, your relationships, your finances, begin to align. Third piece of advice that I would give you, always be perfecting your craft. This graduation is not the ending, but it's just the beginning of your learning journey. You're not just an engineer now, you're a problem solver. And let me tell you, the world doesn't just need people with answers, it needs people who ask better questions. The fastest way for you to find success will be to align your passions with your purpose and then go on a relentless journey to become the best in whatever your natural gift is. This will not be an easy journey, as perfecting your craft will take willpower, dedication, and ultimately time. However, if you have truly chosen your real purpose, then the journey will be very fulfilling. You should know that your GPA won't define your impact. Your job title won't define your legacy. What will? Your character, your work ethic, and your willingness to keep growing, even when it's hard, even when you fail, and especially when no one's looking. The last piece of advice that I would give the young self would be, move forward with confidence. You might not have all the answers, and that's okay. Your confidence should not come from what you believe you do or do not know right now. Your confidence should come from what you've already overcame. You made it here. You've already achieved what many can only dream about in pushing through to get your engineering degree. You've shown the intellect, you've demonstrated the discipline, and have proven the drive to succeed. From here on out, walk in every room knowing that you belong. At NC State, we are trained to think and do. That's not just a catchy motto, that's a mindset. So, think boldly and do courageously. And when life doesn't go as planned, because it won't, think creatively and do relentlessly. Success isn't a straight road. It zigs, it zags, and sometimes it U-turns. I've had moments where I felt unstoppable, and I've had moments where I felt completely unsure. But every twist and turn taught me something about growth, about resilience, and about staying grounded in purpose. Many of these lessons started right here in these classrooms and on this campus. This place shaped the values I still carry to this day: integrity, perseverance, and a commitment to improving the world around me. As you leave the university and take your next steps, remember, the world doesn't just need faster technology or more efficient processes. It needs ethical, compassionate, and purpose-driven engineers. So, use your talents to not just build systems, but to build communities. Don't just chase profits, but drive progression within your passions. Don't just focus on moving fast, but be intentional about moving forward together. In closing, today we celebrate what you've achieved. Tomorrow, we look for you to engineer a better world. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out there, think, do, and make us proud.
All right. The moment we have all been waiting for. We will now recognize our Bachelor of Science degree candidates. But before we have, that's it, yeah, we're ready. All right. Christopher Lanai Adams. Lucas Barbu. Gracie Genevieve Bartow. Emily Catherine Berg. Jean Picard. I love it. Madeline Grace Billings. Benjamin Thomas Blackburn. Matthew Bogdan. Emily Bothwell. Michael Blake Boykin. Caroline Scott Caldwell. Emily Chin Cox. Caroline Grace Craner. Allison Leanne Dobbins. Anthony Parker Dotson. Justin Drake. Chase Alexander Dryzak. John Dorr. Brooke Alexis Eby. Kyle Reese Faulkner. Thatcher Lewis Fettig. William Robert Geiger. Ryan Thomas Gibson. Nicholas James Harvey. Stanley Augustus Haviland. Shiv Kiran Hera. Christine Nguyen. Zachary Jones. Hope Riley Catola. Catherine Rachel Leonard. Liana Madison Lassard. Danielle Marie Lewis. Sophia Anna Lloyd. Oh. Amber Nicole Locklear. Safina Lavon Liu. Matthew Douglas Madron. David Mahar. Tatsuhiro Mahiko. John McLaughlin. Mana Mirsadeshi. Michael Anthony Monaco. Spencer Murray. Grace Newman. Nicholas Landon Norris. Jennifer Ogwin Garay. Brett David Olson. Meredith Paget. It's hard to beat that quote, I mean, really. Henry McKay Patterson. Daniel Peeler. Madeline Grace Powell. Elizabeth Ann Putello. Billy Schick. Joseph Leonard Sides. Jane Stagner. Nick Joseph Stanogli. Lydia Marie Stucker. Logan Stiers. Kurt Verchick. Lawson Garrett Westlink. Lucas Westberg. Audrey Westland. James Wilt. Tyke Wynn. Andrea Alexandra Zamudio. And last but certainly not least, Pamela Zuniga Rodriguez. So before we have one last applause for our graduates, I think our graduates would love to recognize their families, friends, and others for the support they've been given while at NC State. So please join me in thanking the audience. So no, what I'd like to do is to have our graduates rise and move their tassels to the left side of their caps. So as we close this graduation ceremony, what I'd like to do, very similar to Andre, is to leave you with a few words. Hopefully we have prepared you exquisitely for what lies ahead. But I want to share this quote with you. How far you go in life depends on being tender with the young, compassionate with the aged, sympathetic with the striving, tolerant of the weak and the strong, because someday you will have been all of these things. Remember, your words and actions have power and they make all the difference in someone's life or day or their career. Show some compassion and grace to everyone around you, because you never know when you might need the same. Congratulations, and we look forward to seeing you visit us in the future or wherever your career endeavors may take you. Thank you, class of 2025, and we hope that you enjoy some time with us as we close out the formal part of this event. Thank you for family and friends for participating today. Your senior design posters are in the lab for those of you that left them there that want to share them with your family and friends. So please bring them over to the building to see the beautiful work that you've done. For those that weren't able to join us on Senior Design Day, bring us some senior design projects for next year, right? And as we close, safe travel wherever your journeys may take you. We wish you all the best as you move forward, and please don't hesitate to reach out and contact us as your careers grow and you continue to conquer new challenges. And with that, we close the ceremony, and thank you.
Tell everybody about the reception.
The reception will be down the hall to the left. Please join us.
Thank you.